It's all hit the fan with me, and I'm trying to multitask. I'm trying to take my morning pills. I'm trying to eat some breakfast. I'm trying to field phone calls from the skilled nursing place. I'm trying to get the trash out because trash day is today. And I'm trying to get ready because I have a 1 o'clock meeting. And I'm just at my wit's end trying to solve problems for everybody and do everything. Stay tuned because I'll hang in there. But I have to let you know how it goes. And I know many of you are in this situation with me or have been in the past. You know the phases, they're all natural. I'm sorry, my voice is breaking. It's been a tough morning so far, but I'm trying to get out of here. And hopefully I'm trying to solve a few problems with getting appointments with doctors, settling other things with Moosie, pain, whatever. I think I'm doing okay. I'm okay. I have my moments, and when I try and talk about it, that's the hard part. And I hate it when I get weepy, but that's me. At the same time, I get mad. I get feeling very sorry for myself, but I know what I have to do in order to get things done. And that's the part that I wish I didn't know how to do, but I think I do. Stay tuned if you feel like this. It'll get more upbeat from here on in. Okay, I have a smile on my face. I'll continue from here, but maybe I'll still keep multitasking if I can. I realize I haven't done my eyes yet. So as you know, Dubby was trying to get some appointments with the neurosurgeon to see Dad and to find out where we are with all this pain. Is it healing? Is it not healing? Is the pain coming from here? What should he be doing? Well, the doctor, that's the medical doctor of the skilled nursing, happens to know Dub. So he said he would give the order. Now, we did give the order. I guess it was late on Friday. I called nursing this morning to find out what's going on. And I wanted to talk to the head nurse, but she wasn't there, I guess. And the order came through, but I haven't heard about it, so I couldn't pass this on to Dub. And today is Tuesday already, so we're losing some time here. So I called Dub back. I said, the order's in. Do your magic with, she's found 2 neurosurgeons with her hospital, and she said it doesn't seem to be too long a wait to be able to get in, so I hope that can happen soon. Meanwhile, every night it's up and down with Moose with sleeping. Bad night, good night. Evidently he slept last night from 9 or 11. They gave him one of the pills, not Tylenol, and he slept until 7 this morning. I haven't slept like that in years, literally years. And in comparison, my Milani, by the way, in comparison, it was a rotten sleep last night for me. I was once again worrying, and it says don't worry. I read this little column that was written by a 91-year-old woman. And she says, here's what you do to stay sane. And a lot of it was drop the worries, start to enjoy yourself, do one thing at a time, get it done, and then celebrate that you've gotten it done. Spend more time on yourself. And what else? I don't know. All those things that right now seem impossible for me. Now, if I get anything on my eyes today, I think it's going to have to stay. I have about half an hour before I have to get out of here. And I still need to take pills, which I can't do here because I have to count them and take all my supplements and whatever. I'm trying to eat a little breakfast at the same time. I did make a Mediterranean salad last night, yesterday afternoon, that I've eaten quite a bit of it. It looks good and it's healthy. Okay, what day is it? This is my trusty pill taker, morning and night. Actually, I take most of them in the morning. What's today? Tuesday. Okay, there we go. So I will dump out all my pills and try and take them here. Well, I can take up to 6 little tiny pills at one time, believe it or not. Not big ones, little ones. Not my fish oils and my vitamin, special vitamin for 65 and older. Thank the Lord, I have been keeping well. A couple days ago, I thought I was coming down with something. It was just a nasal drip, and it wasn't a sore throat, thank God. So I'm hanging in there. I tell you, when I leave a store or a hospital or a nursing home, wherever, I have this stuff, and I usually have one right here too, but I put it over by Moosie's World. I put that stuff all over my hands when I get home. I really soap up and do that. Actually, they're asking you to wear masks in the hospitals when you visit patients now. So I'm going to try and take these. I'm drinking my water. I'm keeping my water now in this steel cup that I used for my coffee. But now I'm drinking water, so much of it, especially in this heat too. So, you know, I know Moosie is in the best place. But I think sometimes you have to be an advocate. I've always been an advocate and found out that's the best thing to do. Without being pushy or nasty, you can get things done. You know, there's a lot for people to do in those places, and sometimes things get slipped or get through the cracks, as they say, and you just have to stay on top of things. And Moosie has a couple of things that he needs right now that aren't happening, and they're probably insignificant. One of them is his TV isn't working, and it's football season, and Dodger approaching season, and you know, the big Super Bowl and everything else. And he needs that to keep his spirits up, and also I think there might have to be a room change. I think we have too many visitors visiting Moosie, but I'm not going to apologize for my large family visiting. I know they're good about changing rooms, if that's what has to happen. I'm chewing. I'm having my unconventional breakfast as usual, but this morning it's leftover Mediterranean salad. It has all sorts of goodies in it. That's the type of salad that I will eat at any time of the day. Now, as you know, most of my favorite foods are things like shrimp and broccoli. Broccoli's great for me. I love cottage cheese. Not wild about yogurt. I can love a smoothie if I have to drink a smoothie. Oh, I forgot to do this. What else do I love? Oh, any kind of a wheat pasta, perhaps. Not much, but I will indulge in my pasta every couple of weeks. Not every week. I have to watch that. I also have to watch rice. Rice is something that does drive my blood sugar up. I'm a diabetic, type 2. Oop. And so I've written all those things down. I love my herring. I love artichokes. Certain vegetables. I love zucchini and eggplant and things like that. I love chicken. I love salmon. So I've written all these things down, and I don't care when I eat what. If it's something that I want to eat for breakfast that's not a traditional breakfast, I will. But I don't eat breakfast early. I eat it probably somewhere around 12 or 1. So that's my intermittent fasting time. I will have my coffee in the morning, and it's not even a full cup. It's kind of half a cup. See, I'm recovering already. It's funny how you can have periods of being overwhelmed and down thank God I can recover from those. I still have some work to do at 1 o'clock today when I'm over there having my meeting. And hopefully I'll do what has to be done to be able to get my Moosie comfortable. Although, I must admit, being alone like this, you do feel very isolated. And I know a lot of you women who've been living alone for a long, long time, and some of you loving and enjoying your solitude, and some of you very lonely and depressed. I think there are ways not to get depressed. If this is your only recourse living alone, you have to somehow in your head find ways to keep yourself engaged. So find some hobbies. I have a couple of hobbies that I'm trying to get to. I don't know when I'll get to them. I have my pressed flowers. I want to do them in paint. I also picked up a little sort of a little nightstand with a couple of drawers that I'm going to put in where my Art Deco dresser was. It won't take up any room when Moosie hopefully comes home with the same mobility that he had before, and being able to roll the rollator into the bathroom. It won't interfere with that. And I'm gonna faux paint it, paint something. Maybe I'll paint flowers or some design or something on them. I've done that before, and that's fun. I think I better get off and get myself ready to leave so that I get about an hour with Moosie before I go into my meeting, and in case there's things he wants me to discuss with the team of people, whoever it is. So hopefully when I come back, it won't be too hot. It is down several degrees today. Unfortunately, the fires are still raging. 3 now fires in the vicinity, not really near us, maybe an hour or 2 away, some of them, but the poor mountain fire, they just can't get a hold on these because of the heat and the wind. So prayers for everybody, and I'm noticing on the TV that hurricanes are starting. Prayers for everyone suffering anything from the weather. And those of you who are down because of your home situation, caregivers, or people with family problems, my prayers go out to all of you. I'll catch you all later when I come back. Well, I'm back. Not quite as quickly as I thought I was going to be back, but a lot of things happened, so let me tell you about them. And I am fine right now. So there you go. So much for moods being up and down, right? Well, a lot of problems, I won't call them problems, but a lot of the things that I wanted to accomplish, I did. As I was trying to make a U-turn to turn into the street, Debbie called, and I had to call her right back. So I sat out front first, and she said, I just want to tell you that I got an appointment with the neurosurgeon a week from Friday at 9:30 in the morning. I thought, oh my God, thank you so much. So this morning when I talked with her on the phone, and Dr. Wu, the skilled nursing doctor, gave the order, Dub called the doctor that he recommended, and so it's fairly near, probably just a block away from where he is. So we will probably have to arrange transport for him to get there, but that's okay. So that was one good thing that happened. Then when I got inside, Moosie was in the lobby sitting up and feeling pretty good. So he started to tell me all about his night. It was a good night and so forth and so on. I did tell you he slept all night long, and I thought, oh, I bet I need one of those pills, that's for sure. And he had some other things he wanted to talk about. That's why he was out in the lobby. He didn't want to hurt his roomie's feelings, but he said, I think maybe they are going to change my room today. Several people knew that possibly it was a good idea maybe to put Moosie in a room that, you know, he was okay with his visitors. And there were a few things about some noises and things in the room that were difficult for Moosie to sleep. You know, when 2 roomies don't have the same sleeping schedules, that's kind of hard too. And he didn't want to hurt his roommate's feelings to let him know he was leaving. But I guess word gets around because a couple of people had said, "Ooh, I hear you're leaving." He said, "No, I'm not leaving, just changing rooms." Well, I got to meet the head of nursing. Came out and sat with us in the lobby. Lovely, lovely gal, and I was managed to tell her all the things that I was hoping. She said, "Yes, I think we'll be doing a room change for Moose. We have a bed open, a nice room that faces on the terrace." And I thought, "Oh, that's just what I wanted," because when we have Mikey coming up with the 3 kids, or Bridget coming with her 3 kids, they can go out and sit on the patio. There are sliding glass doors right out to this beautiful patio with chairs and tables and awnings and things. Just lovely. And I was so happy. I said, "Oh, thank you so, so much." She said, "Yes, I think he'll be very happy there." Well, we had a long talk about everything. Moosie also was having a problem. I think I might have told you, which this has happened to me, that the toilet seat was very low. Why they have these low toilet seats in places where mostly older people are, I don't know. But the first time he went in there, you know how it's kind of a drop when you're not anticipating. It's happened to me when I've been in bathrooms that don't have the higher toilets. So I requested that he have one of those commodes that they just put over the toilet seat, not like mine. Mine is a self-contained riser that you just plop on the seat. But they do have ones that have the side rails and then the commode, and it's also, they can adjust it to a higher level that it's right over the John, and he can, this way, can go into the bathroom on his own. Bedpans are really too difficult to deal with, and you don't want those. You don't want to regress in certain things. So she said, "Okay, well, we have one of those. We'll get one of those to him." So, okay, I was ticking off all the things I was supposed to do. And, I had to make sure that there was a working TV in the room that he was going to and everything. So it worked out great. Well, while we were sitting there, I also had to tell her about that I just heard the news that we would be having an appointment with a neurosurgeon. And she said that was great. One of the things Dub told me when she called was that the doctor that she just made the appointment with said, "Please have your mom call the hospital and get all the records of the CT scans and any imaging or radiology that was done at the time, and then pick them up and bring them to the appointment." So I thought, well, how do you do that? And I guess you just call the hospital and they will give you all these things. So I do have to go back over to the original hospital and pick up all the imaging and have that ready. And I will start on that job tomorrow. Oh, and I also find, well, this I'll tell you in a minute, which is so good. So 1 o'clock came, so someone came and said, "Well, I think they're getting ready to put Moose into his new room." And I thought, "Oh, great, maybe he'll be out of that room when I come, maybe he'll be in his new room when I come out of my meeting." This is Moosie's new room. He has a view of the patio, and he's got his nice TV for all his sports. So he'll be coming in here pretty soon. And look at this nice little patio out here. He can look out on the patio, and I understand they even have some birds out here. So he will love this. So I said goodbye to Moose. The PT guy came to take him and put him back in his bed again. And off I went to my meeting. Well, we discussed everything from his medication. The nurse was there. The PT fellow was there to talk about the PT training and how he was doing. And of course, it hasn't been that much so far. The scheduling girl, the dietitian came in and talked about the meals that are available to him. And the social gal was there to talk about fun things and activities. Well, Moose doesn't want to participate in any of those. She wanted to know what he liked to do in his spare time. And I said, read, and watch birds. And she said, "Well, the only place you might have a few birds is out on the terrace." Well, it just so happened maybe that we might hear a few birds if he has a terrace view room. So at that point, I finished up with everybody all about the medications. Oh, and I also had to get what they call an advance directive. And that's when they want to know, in the case of you getting very sick or being near death, they want to know what you want, how you want to die. And that's basically, you have to say, you know, do you want to be resuscitated? Do you want this and that? Anyway, it's a whole bunch of stuff you have to fill in. Plus, you have to choose someone to be the person that is your directive. Well, Mikey, of all the 6 kids, the 6 kids have divided up their jobs supposedly with us, and Mikey's, of course, is handling business and financials and stuff like that. So he's our directive guy there. So that was taken care of. And as I was walking out, lo and behold, they were wheeling a Moosie into his new room, which I had taken a picture of right before he went in. Now, there is no roommate in there now. Wouldn't that be nice if he didn't have anybody there for a while? But most of the rooms have 2 people in there. But this room seemed a little bit bigger, and also it was right on the terrace there. So that was perfect. I looked in the bathroom, and the commode was already in there over the toilet, and everything seems to be happening fine. He has his earbuds in there. The only thing, as they were transferring things, we couldn't find this cute little Hawaiian pillow, which he really was enjoying as a brace for the back of his neck. Whether that got lost in transfer or what, but they're going to look for that and find it. This is something he's had for a couple of years, that the ladies, when you're in a hospital, ladies do these nice little things for you. So it looks like everything is going okay. Moosie's lunch was there, but he had a big breakfast, talked about that, loved it, scrambled eggs. He's enjoying the food, and he didn't seem to be in too much pain today. That was nice. So we talked a little bit more while he was in his room, and they got him all settled, and I plugged in his phone and his Kindle and all these other things. And there sat his lunch. I said, here, do you want this? He said, no, I'll wait for supper. I'm not hungry. Well, meanwhile, I was starved. So I looked in there, and I saw this big pile of red beets. And I haven't had beets in a long time. I always loved beets. My mother used to serve beets a lot. So he said, why don't you eat it? So I sat down very quickly because I wanted to get home. It was starting to get hot again. So I ate all his beets and 1 or 2 bites of his chicken. And that was that. So all in all, he's fine. I said, just to let you know, by the way, I'm doing okay. Everything's fine with me at home. And I think he realized that he forgot to ask. And that's understandable with what's going on with him. But sometimes you have to remind them of these things, that there are 2 people involved in all this. And he got a little weepy that, he said, he thanked me profusely and told me what a great gal I was for doing all this for him. Oh, by the way, I am getting time to wear all my kimonas. This is one of those great kimonas. A lot of them I just tie here when I'm running around, or just let them flow. And I can't tell you the compliments that ladies are giving me as I walk through the halls. Ladies stop me and ask me where I get my kimonas. I've worn 2 or 3 different ones over there now because they're easy to throw on in this hot weather over a t-shirt and a pair of 3/4 pants, whatever they are. And I'm so used to wearing them. I absolutely love them. But it's kind of fun to get some compliments too. Anyway, I left feeling good. We have the appointment, we have the commode over the toilet, we have the new room, and I don't know what else, but it's all looking good right now. Oh, the other wonderful thing, while we were sitting in the lobby, the Dr. Wu came, the doctor that Debbie knows. That's the medical director right there in the nursing home. He sat down. What a lovely guy he is. We talked for a while. I mean, I can see why Deb loves him so much. He was so personal, and as if Moosie was his only patient. And we talked, and he's well aware of everything, and the neck brace. He's hoping that maybe we can get some other kind of a neck brace, because he's the one that says, the neck brace seems to be interfering with his quality of life, and that's for sure. Pain is directing everything, why he can't move, why he can't do this, and why he can't sleep, and it's so important. So I'm gonna end this real soon on a high note. Started it on a low note, but isn't that the way the life of a caretaker or whoever is experiencing problems in their life? So stay strong, ladies. Things will always look up, and just keep on hanging in there. Life has its ups and downs these days. Tomorrow the weather's supposed to be better. I can almost see it happening already, except the fires are still raging. Pray for all those people. Pray for the hurricanes coming back east. And if you have a few prayers left, keep them going for Moosie and myself. I love you all so, so much, and appreciate all your prayers, all your well wishes. You guys are the best, and I'm so, so fortunate to have you here on our channel with us. I'll talk to you real soon. Bye for now. Love you, and God bless us all.